Hi everyone, hope you're doing good. So I want to talk about something that's very important to me. I'm making this video today. Today is Wednesday. It's the 8th day in the month of November 2023. Now, this week alone, okay, let me start from Monday. On Monday, I was on the radio and I talked about a Nigerian woman who died in an abusive marriage. And she never wanted to leave because of her kids. Her excuse was that her kids were very little, and yes, they were. The youngest was just 7 months old, and she eventually died, from the whole abusive situation in the marriage. The husband was always beating her. I just want to make this brief. And then the next day, Tuesday, it was the confessions on air, and then a certain lady called into the show, and she was talking about how her husband beats her as well and how he maltreats her. She talked about how she almost committed suicide, but she ended up not doing it anyway, and then she was very miserable. And I remember how I could feel what she was going through, her predicament. And as if all of that's not enough, in the same week, today, I went online and then I saw the story of a woman who actually committed suicide because of domestic abuse in her marriage. She was frustrated and ended up taking her life. And really, it is crazy. You know what? Yesterday, some of the comments that I got, I'm smiling. I don't know, this is not something to smile about, so I'm not smiling. I'm separating whatever expression that you see on my face right now. So I'm basically just naturally in a good mood, despite all this happening around me. And I feel bad genuinely for these women, which is the reason, and for a lot of women who are dealing with stuff like this. And I can say I can personally relate with what they are dealing with and what they have dealt with, especially for those that have passed because of these issues. Now, I want to deal with some of the reactions that I got, while treating these issues on the radio. Now, one of the things some people said is these comments even came from the men. I must say, not like it changes anything, but just for the sake of laying emphasis. So I got comments from people, comments like, why do women choose toxic men? Why do they choose toxic marriages? And I just want to quickly say, no right-thinking person chooses a toxic person. No right-thinking person chooses a toxic marriage. You see, people who are abusive and toxic, at the beginning, a lot of them pretend to be nice. And they know what they're doing. So they know what to do to make you fall in love with them. They know what to do to drag you into that relationship. And they move too fast. A lot of them tend to move too fast. So before you know what's happening, you're already in a committed relationship and you have no idea what's coming in the future. And then they've shown you, the very sweet side of them, your dream man or woman, as the case might be. So they're showing you all the beautiful side of them. They make you fall in love with them. It is deliberate. And they move too fast because they know they're toxic and they cannot keep up that mask they're wearing for too long. It's definitely gonna fall off. So they drag you in and make you fall deeply by being so caring, so everything that you want in a man or in a woman. And by the time you know what's happening, you're either pregnant, you're either living with this person, or you're married to this person, or you already have a business that you've started with this person. You guys move so fast. It's called love bombing. And then when you get to that point and they begin to show you the other side of them, honey, you look back and it feels like it's a little bit too late, but really it's never too late. But for anybody who's wearing those shoes, it seems like you've gone too far. And when you've gone that far, it's hard for you to just pull out like that. So you're considering, maybe now you have kids already, you're thinking about the kids. How do you just walk away, right? thinking about the business. Oh, what do you do? How do you handle this? Oh, you've come this far. You've given this person 4 years, 2 years, 3, 4, 5 years. You guys have, you've gone way deep into this thing before they start showing you that they can be this cruel. And then you're already in love with this person. So a part of the victim, a part of the person who is being abused is telling them maybe they could change, because yes, I've seen that they can be very sweet. Maybe they could change and become this sweet person that I used to know. And then honey, it just gets worse. It just gets worse, especially if you were still there. It just gets worse. So the point of making this video is to tell you that most people don't deliberately choose toxic people. They don't deliberately work into toxic marriages, toxic situations. These guys, these people mask up only to take off the mask when they feel that you were comfortable enough and too drawn into this thing. May God help us. And to the women who lost their lives in this terrible situation, may their souls rest. And I just pray that God will help a lot of us to decipher on time, before it gets too late, if a person is not good for us, so we can just avoid them. So we can just, walk away and avoid them, not even bother starting anything with them at all in the first place. And one of the ways you can actually avoid getting into anything with a toxic person is to make sure that you slow it down at the beginning. Follow due process, so to say. Anybody who comes into your life and they're trying to rush you, right? They're trying to rush you. They're being too fast. Oh, they are so in love. Oh, tell them to calm down. Tell them to calm down. You need to open your eyes and be sure of what you're doing so you don't get choked. Alright guys, peace and bliss. Catch you in my next video. Love you.